ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थसुविज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्म हृदय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहैतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 46, verse number 36. So, this verse says, Ma khidyata mahabhago drakshata krishna mantike antarhriday sa bhuta namaste jyotirave ayadhasi. So, Dasa is speaking to Nanda Maharaj that you two who are very fortunate, do not grieve. You will very soon see Krishna near you, and Krishna is situated in everyone's heart, It's like there is fire in the wood. So Uddhava is giving consolation to Nanda Maharaj, and Mother Yashoda is also listening there. And he is speaking about Krishna's Paramatma feature in this verse. Because he says he is present in everyone. In this material world, there are two realities. One is Vyavaharik, other is Paramarthik. One is which we experience in our day-to-day life with our senses. Other is which is the foundation of it, on which it is situated or standing. And about that, we don't have much experience. We only know it from Shastra. But it is there. So when it comes to giving consolation, generally you move from the experiential to spiritual, from Vyavaharik to Paramarthik, which means try to lift our awareness, our consciousness from what we are trenched in, we are steeped in, and that is all related with our physical body. So that is the technique which Uddhava is also using here, because he realized that nothing is working, but I have to try. So we are continuing to read the commentary on this verse 36, which he already said that you will see them, and then he asked when. And Uddhava thought, if I say few days and then he does not come, then they will die. If I say more time, then also they will not wait. So how to console him? So therefore he is speaking about the Parameshwara Bhav of Krishna. So he says, Nacha kevalam esham Krishne mamta granthi dradha kintu parameshwarasya api tasya eteshu dradha eva mamata. So he says that it is not only that Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda and the Vrajvasis, they have a very intense sense of mamata, mamatva, minus in Krishna, that they think he is ours. In case of Nanda and Yashoda, their son. And it is very strong. But it is not just one way. Krishna is also having the strong sense of attachment or love or priti towards them. Why? Because before he sent me here, there it was described by Shukdev, Grihitva Panina Panir Pitror Nau Pritim Avaha, that he took Uddhava's hand in his hand, and then he said that please carry my love to my parents, make them happy, console them. So he says, Tasyapi Vyakulta Maya Drishta eva, that I have also seen his anxiousness towards Nanda and Yashoda, that he is also equally concerned, and it is not just a simple one-way thing. Sometimes parents are attached to the children and children are not bothered. They are in their own world. But Krishna is not like that. So he is also equally in love with them. Dustajascha anurago asmin sarvesham no vrajaukasham nandate taniye asmasu tasya apattika katham. So they also said, Vrajvasis, that our anurag, our love in Krishna is impossible to give up. And this is Autpattika, this is natural. It is not because of some external reason, that because he did this to us, therefore we are grateful to him, but they just love him. So they are saying, how is it? Nanda te taniya asmasu tasya atpattika katham, that how is that we have this natural priti and he also has in us asmasu tasya atpattika. What is the reason? So iti gopavakapi sruta smaryate. So these are words of the cowherd people, and Uddhava remembers that. Evam yadi punar mathuram gatva swastana anayami tada kans bharyadvayopjata kupite jarasandhe Mathuram hantum agamishyati sati tatraiva vasudevadin yadavan ko rakshet. So he is also thinking from practical point of view. He says that suppose I go to Mathura tomorrow and I can bring Krishna here. I will request him that he please come. And if he comes here, then there can be a very big problem, because Kamsa had 2 wives who were the daughters of Jarasandha. And Jarasandha was very powerful king. So he will be very angry. So he will come and attack Mathura. Then who will protect Vasudeva and Devaki? Because he will kill them. That it is their son who killed our son-in-law. So he will kill them. Yadi tad rakshartham Krishnaya punar mathuram gachet tadete mriyaran. And now at that time, if Krishna would go to Mathura to protect them, then these Brajvasis, Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda, they will all die. Because now they will think, oh, he came back and now he again goes. So this is a big troublesome situation. What is to be done in this? Yadi cha atah chatuh panch varshante ayashyati iti brahmimi tada tavat kal paryantam dharya didhir shapi etir duskara. And if I tell them that Krishna will come after 4 or 5 years, then they cannot have this much patience. It is not possible that they will wait that long. Chatu pancha dinante ayashyati iti alik oktya asvasane taddineva madukter alikatve vyakte mriyaran. And if I utilize the popular methodology telling lies, that don't worry, he will come back in 4 or 5 days, then after 4 or 5 days my words will not come true, because he knows that Krishna is not coming in 4 or 5 days. If he was coming in 4 or 5 days, why would he send Uddhava here? And if he sent, he would say this to him, that just tell them I'm coming in 5 days, 4 days. But he did not say that. He did not say that I am coming. He only said he will come, but when? Nothing. So then when people will realize that my words did not come true, then they will die. Because they will say, this guy came and he told us lies. Now there is no hope. Tasmad upayantar abhavat adhuna Krishnasya paramatmatvena sarvatra audasinyam tatha nirvishesha brahma swarupatvena जन्म कर्म शरीर पित्रादि संबंध राहित्यम तदनुकूलम अध्यात्म योगम च प्रपंचय अनियो प्रेम संकोचनीय. So he is thinking that there is no other possibility now, nothing is going to work here. So I am going to just establish that Krishna is Paramatma. He is in everybody's heart, and being Paramatma, he is indifferent to everything. Samoham sarvabhuteshu na me dvesho asti na priya. Paramatma is equal to all. He is not favoring anybody or unfavoring anyone. He just stays. Dosaparno saija sakhaya samanam vriksham parishashva jate. So like two birds sitting on a tree. So he just looks, does not say anything. So therefore I have to establish that he is indifferent. And then I will also talk about his nirvishesha Brahma Swarupa, that formless, qualityless, that ultimately he is Brahman. Because though if you understand that ultimately everything is Brahman, then there is nothing to grieve. Sarvam khalo idam Brahma. So grieve for what? Because Brahman does not have a birth, he does not have karma, he does not have a body, he does not have relations. At least Paramatma has body. He looks like he is some human type of person. But if I say he is Brahman, then he does not. He says this is just appearance. So Janma, Karma, Sharira, Pitradi, Sambandha Rahitya. He has no birth, he has no karma, no actions, no body, no relationship with parents or anything. Tadanukulam adhyatma yoga cha prapanchaya. So therefore I will now speak on adhyatma yoga. That everything is adhyatma, spiritual. Means Atma. Atma means Brahman, Tattva. So therefore this is all dream. Like in the dream you create so many things, when you wake up there is nothing. So all this is a dream. And therefore no need to cry over it. If you understand, then there is no need to worry about anything. So he says, I will speak like this, and in this way I will try to reduce the intensity of their love. Because as long as they go on thinking that Krishna is their son, even if he is Bhagavan, still he is our son. And he is Bhagavan. But if he is Paramatma, Paramatma is not anybody's son, or anybody's brother, or anybody's friend. He is Paramatma. And beyond that, if he is just Brahman, then that's all. So therefore he is going from Bhagavan to Paramatma. First he said he is Bhagavan, Bijyoni, remember? Prakriti Purusha. So now he says, no, he is just a Paramatma and then Brahman. But what if this also does not work? When we do something, we only think that we will be successful. And we make all plans thinking that we will be successful. But what if you are not? We should also think about that. So therefore you have plan B. If plan A does not work, otherwise you will be in trouble. So he says, if it does not work, then what? Tena api aprameyo dusparo durnirvara prema yadi pratyuta vardhate eva tada mathuram gatva Krishna vasudeva ugrasenadi mahasadasi anayo premno Nirupamam kirtim kirtitva sarvan vismapya Krishna eva maya upalambhaniya iti manasi kritva pratham Krishnasya paramatmatvam dyotina. So this is his plan B. His plan B is that if this does not work, that I speak about Krishna as Paramatma, and still their prema does not diminish, does not go, its level does not go down, because their prema is aprameya, unlimited, immeasurable, duspara, it is unfathomable, and durnivara, nirvara, it is unremovable, you cannot remove it, you cannot make them prema-less. So then what will I do? Rather it may increase. Vardhate eva tada, then what I will do, my plan B is I will go to Mathura then, go back to Mathura, and then I will call all the Yadavas, Krishna, Vasudeva, Ugrasen, everybody, and in the assembly I will describe the unparalleled love of Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj for Krishna, and I will completely astonish them with my lecture on prema, and then I will bring Krishna here, because then they will be convinced that yes, there is a need, because Uddhava, as remember, he was respected by everybody, sammata. So that is his plan B. So thinking like this in his mind, first he establishes Krishna as Paramatma. Paramatmatvam dyotana hai antariti. So that's when he says that he is inside the heart of every living being. So antarhridhi sa bhutanam. So that he is in everyone else. So then Nanda Maharaj says, if he is inside us, why is that we don't see him? Tari sarvair kimiti na drishyate, then why is that people don't see? Nobody sees him if he is there. You are saying he is everybody's Atma, but no one sees. At least one or two people should see him. Or is it that our eyes are having myopia? So they cannot see something which is nearby, right? That is myopic vision. You can only see things far away. Other way around. What is the one when you don't see the close ones? Hypermyopia? Hyper? Micro? Hypermicropia? Metro? Hypermyopia. Okay, so everybody has hypermyopia. So then he says, yes, you don't see him because he is just like the fire in the wood. So you don't see the fire, but fire is there. It's like there is milk. There is ghee in milk, or there is butter in milk, but you don't see it. So to see it, you have to churn it. To see the fire, you have to churn the wood. Manthan, Arni Manthan, then the fire comes out. So you are not doing that, that's why you don't see. So you should start doing it now. So tadayatha manthanam vina ne drishyate tathaiva krishnopi. He said, just like the fire does not come out unless you churn the wood. Now you can bring a matchbox and then, but olden days, that's how you bring the fire out. So Krishna is also like that. So unless you do sadhana, you don't see him. And you people are not doing that. So start doing it. So he is training them now in sadhana bhakti. So tasmad yuvabhyam tasmin putre krishne vaishnavairiva bhaktim kartum na shakyate katham sa sakshat svagrihe drashtave. He says you are not doing any bhakti like the Vaishnavas do. Vaishnavas do bhakti, they do japa, they do puja, they do fasting, they do so many parikrama. So then they are able to see. And you are simply saying, he's our son, he's not here. No, you do some puja, chanting, japa, recite some stotras. Then he will see that he's right here. So, iti dyotite sati yena kena prakarena putra sa griham ayatu putrepi tasmin bhakti kartavya iti Nanda Yasodabhyam mansi vicharit. So then Nanda Maharaj is thinking, well, that is okay, we will do that, but first you bring him somehow here. Yena kena prakarena manah Krishna niveshayat. That's what Narada Rishi says. He's saying that yena kena prakarena Krishnam grahe praveshayat. Somehow or other, don't ask us to fix our mind on him, that is already fixed. Somehow you make him enter our house. Once he comes in our house, we'll worship him. We'll do arti, we'll do everything for him. Putrepi tasmin bhaktir kartavya iti. Although he is our son, and it looks very strange that we have to do bhakti to our own son, but we are willing to do that. If that is the way, he will stay with us. So he is thinking, Nandan Yashoda mansi vicharitam. Ateva manso vrittyo nashu Krishna padambujashraya iti uddhava prati uparishtad vakshate. So later on, Nanda Maharaj will say this to Uddhava. So keeping that in mind, Sri Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur is commenting like, there he will say that let the vrittis, the thoughts of our mind, they remain on the feet of Krishna. Manso vrittayo nasyu Krishna padambuj ashraya. So that will be the effect of his lecture. So then he continues to establish Krishna as Paramatma. Nahi asya priya kaschit na priyo vastyamani nottamo nadhamo napi samanasya samopi va. So he is explaining that how Krishna is indifferent to everything. He says that nahi asya asti priya kaschit. And there is no one who is dear to Krishna. And na priyo vasti. There is no one also who is his enemy. So he does not make such divisions that I like this, I don't like this. He is my dear, he is not dear. So he is equal to everybody. Because that's the function of Paramatma. Paramatma is unbiased. Bhagavan is biased. That's why he has to have two separate features. One Bhagavan for devotees, one Paramatma for materialistic people. Brahman, he doesn't do anything. Brahman does not have the ability to be biased or unbiased or anything. So therefore he has these two. So he is talking about the second aspect. So therefore he says that he does not have priya or apriya or anything like this. Why is this? Because he is amani. He does not have any abhiman that I am so and so's son, I am so and so's friend, I am so and so's brother. I am this, I am that. He does not have anything. Because then only you become biased. You become biased because of some relationship. He is my friend, she is my classmate, she is from my school, she is from my country. So some relationship. But Paramatma is not like that. So therefore he is Amani. And Nauttamo Nadhamo Napi Samanasya Samopiva. And he does not consider anyone as good or anyone as bad. So this guy is very pious, he is very religious person, he is chanting mantras, he is going to temple. So he is a nice person, he does not think like that. Or this person is bad. So no, just like sun rises in the east, gives its light to everybody. Or the rain comes, showers water, everybody's house or land or field does not discriminate. These are nice people, I should rain here. These are atheistic people, I should not rain there. Nothing like that. So he does not have any such distinction of good and bad. Guna dosha drishir dosha gunastu bhaya varjita. So he is Trigunatit, because these types of divisions are made under the influence of the gunas. So when we are under the gunas and we see the world made of the gunas, then we make divisions that this is sattvic, this is nice, this is tamasic, this is bad. So nothing like that. So therefore he is samanasya. He is equal to everybody. Samoham sarvabhuteshu. So asamopi va. Therefore he does not think anyone as unequal. He is having equal vision. Samdarshi. So therefore you should give up this idea that he is your son. Athapi premanam asankuchantam alakshya bhav vrajrajah krishna sakshat param brahma eva bhavati ityah trivi. So after speaking the previous sloka, Uddhava, he was very observant to see what would be the reaction, because he had his plan. So he saw that it did not have any effect. What was the effect? He was expecting that their love will diminish. So he says, Premanam asankuchantam alakshya. So he saw that their love is not becoming diminished. So then he speaks to Nanda Maharaj that, O Vrajraj, this Krishna is Sakshat Param Brahma. Just to know that it's not even Paramatma, he is Param Brahma. And therefore, for Brahman everything is equal. So, Aho Bhagyam Nanda Gop Vrajoksham Yan Mitram Paramanandam Purna Brahma Sanatanam. So Brahma also said that he is Brahman, but he is talking of a different Brahman. So he speaks these 3 verses. Priyadayo na santi tatra hetu, that he does not have anyone and his priya or apriya, or beloved or inimical. So what is the reason for that? Amanina. That he is Amani. Means he does not have some identity that I am so and so. When you have some identity, then your identity is in relationship with things. Then you make some relationship. Without identity there is no relationship. And therefore samanasya iti. And for that reason he is equal to all. And then he further explains it, that it is not only this much, that he does not have any priya or apriya, beloved, inimical, does not consider anybody as great, big or small, good or bad. But na mata na pita tasya, na bharya na sutadayah, na atmiyo na paraschapi, na deho janma evacha. So now he is going to the ultimate limit. He says he does not have anyone as his mother or father. He has no wife, no children, no atmiya, friendly relationship, and no para, unfriendly. In fact, he does not have a body, what to speak of birth. He is free from all that. So know this very well. So, na mata ityadi praktartho nandam gyapaitum avipshitam. So he speaks that he has no mata, etc. And then he is speaking this clearly. Its primary meaning, direct meaning, aiming at Nanda Maharaj. He is not making this statement in general, but specific to them, that don't think you are the mother, don't think you are the father. So how painful that must be. He is giving consolation or he is shooting arrows into his heart. Aparakato arthastu anya eva. Tatra sadasan mishra satvik tamas rajasya ya yonayas tasu asya janmanasti. So this is the direct meaning, that there is no mother, no father, no this, no that. But there is an indirect meaning which is as follows. He says because he is free from both sat and asat. Nasad nasanna which vidyate. And therefore all the various types of species which you see, they are sattvic, rajasic and tamasic. But because he is not part of these three gunas, therefore he has no birth in these species. Janma bhavadeva taduttara kala bhavam kartri nasti. And because he does not have a birth, then definitely he does not have agency, sense of doership or ability to do anything. And because he does not have doership, therefore he doesn't have any karma, therefore he cannot take birth. So, tadras janma dehopi nasti. So your birth comes because of your karma, so he doesn't have. Tena dehena kridapi naiva. And since he does not have this material body, so therefore he also does not perform any activities which are related to such body. Anya prayojanam cha naiva, and therefore he has no other prayojana. So this is what it says, nachasya karmava loke sadasan mishrayonishu kridartha sopi sadhunam paritranaya kalpate. So he does not have any karma, he does not have any mixture of sat, asat, cause and effect. All these different species, they are born because of cause and effect relationship. So he performs certain activity, then you get some result from that, and all the results do not come in one lifespan. Then you take another birth and you perform more activity there, and it continues in this way. So then if he is free from such karma, kartritva, bhoktritva, etc., then why is he taking birth? So he says this is just for his play to protect the sadhus. Sadhunam paritranaya kalpate. So he accepts body. So paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya duskritam, he says. So therefore he says ya gunatitaha shuddha sattva swarupa Yashoda Deviki Kaushalyadhyas Tasu Janmacha Tadanantaram Karmacha. So he therefore takes birth only from mothers such as Yashoda, Devaki, Kausalya, which are gunatit, who are transcendental, who are not material, they are not under the influence of time or gunas. And then taking birth from them, he performs activities. Tajjanma dehascha kridacha prayojanam cha asti tadrupa matradhyascha santiti bhava. So he takes birth from them and therefore he has a form and he plays and he has a purpose to achieve. And for that reason he has mother, he has father, he has everybody. So although directly he is saying that he does not have mother, father, but he says it denies the popular mother and father. So when in the Shastra it is said that Bhagavan is Nirakar, has no form, Nirguna has no qualities, so that is a denial of the popular form, popular qualities, means which are known to us, the forms which are known to us, which means the material forms. So therefore Nirakar means that he does not have a material form. Nirguna means he does not have material qualities, not that he does not have a form. Because if he does not have a form and he is the source of all forms, how is that possible? How can he be the cause of forms when he does not have any form himself? He has no qualities. How can from the qualityless the qualities become manifest? So when these things are denied, that is not an absolute denial, but denial of the popular or known ones. So that's how he is applying this verse when he says that does not have mother, does not have father and so on, means material mother, material father. Kintu ayam nandaha gyapaitum anabhipsitaha. But this meaning he did not want Nanda Maharaj to know. So he is trying to tell to Nanda Maharaj what is not true for Nanda Maharaj. Because that's how he is trying to take his mind away. So therefore he says this meaning he did not intend that Nanda Maharaj understands this meaning. Although that is the true meaning of the sloka. Sopi evam brahma swarupopi sadhunam swabhaktanam dukkhatranaya kalpate. So of course this is problematic statement he is making now. He says although he is Brahma Swarupa, he is Brahman, still he takes birth to protect his devotees. So if he is Brahman and he is Amani, he does not have any identity, then who is taking birth? Because if you want to take birth, you have to desire, and if you want to desire, you have to have identity, sense of I. Who is desiring? How can you desire if you don't have the ahankara? You don't have identity. Brahman does not have any identity. So Brahman cannot desire that ekoham bhavusyam, I am one, I want to be. To desire you need mind, right? If you are a mindless person, how can you desire? The table cannot desire because table does not have a mind. It's not a no-mind meditation. You heard of no-mind meditation? This is
Mindless meditation.
This is Osho's meditation. No mind meditation. So yogyo bhavati eva bhakta vatsalyaditi bhava. So it is why it happens. He says because of love for his devotee. So that's why he takes birth. Sattvam rajastama iti bhajate nirguno gunan क्रीडन्नातीतो त्रिगुणैः सृजति अवतिहन्ति अजः. So he says that although he is nirguna, he is beyond the gunas, but he accepts the gunas. Sattva rajastama iti guna prakritir na atmana. Krishna says this in 11th canto that Sattva rajastamas, these are prakriti, gunas of prakriti, not of atma. So he is Paramatma, he is Akhilatma, he is Nirguna, but he accepts them. Why? Kridan, for play. Atito, although he is Atita, Gunai, and then with these gunas he performs his play. What is his play? He creates, he protects, then destroys. So like that. Like children sometimes, they go to the beach, they make some house from the sand and they identify, they say, don't touch my house. Then it's time to go to home, break everything, kick it and then go home. So like that he creates, he protects, then he destroys it. So that is his Leela. Nanu yadi tasya सर्वत्र साम्यात् यथा प्रियादयो न सन्ति तर्हि कथं तेन कंचित् सुखिन केचित् दुखिनश्च जगति अत्र सृष्टा तत्र गुणकृतमेव सुख दुखादिकं न तत्कृतम् इत्यः. So this is a popular question raised by people in general. He says, if he is equal to all, nobody is dear to him, nobody is inimical or enemy to him. So then why is that some people are happy and some people are suffering? Or rather, why is that few people are happy and most people are suffering? It's not some, but it is not sama. Sama means equal in Sanskrit. So it is not that there are equal number of people who are happy and equal number are suffering. But there are very few who are happy. Most people are suffering. So why he has created like this? If he is equal to everybody, he should create everybody as happy. Or everybody as miserable. He would not create miserable because there is no point, but he should at least create everyone as happy so that everybody is enjoying. So why he does not do that? Why some people are born poor and some are born rich? So tarhi katham tena kechit sukhina kechit dukhinasya jagati atra sashta tatra gunakritam eva. So he says that is not because of him. That is because of the play of the gunas. The gunas are mixed up. And Sattu guna is less. And Rajas and Tamas are more. Because Sattva is on top. And Tamas is the foundation. So foundation has to be more wide, right? Like a pyramid. It has to hold the weight. So as you go up, you have to have less weight. So therefore very few people are on the top of the pyramid and most people are at the bottom. So that's because of the gunas. So 5-10% sattva and rest is right, more rajas and tamas lot. So sattvamiti nirgunopi swamaya shaktya vikshanadina gunans tadiyan bhajte svikarute. Although he is nirguna, he is beyond the gunas, but by his Maya Shakti, by glancing at her, he accepts these gunas. Kimartham kridan kriditum, for playing. Like if you want to play, then you make a team and you say, these people are on my side, these people are on the other side. So although you are equal to everybody, but for the sake of play you divide. So some people belong to your side and you are consulting with them and giving them advice, and the other people you are looking like you have to fight with them. So it's that otherwise play will not happen. Play and fight both happen when there is a party. Right? If you want to play, you have to make a team. If you have to fight, you have to make team. If you don't do that, how will you play? Or how will you fight? So even if fighting is a play, you have to make a team. So that's why he does it. Atita kridam atita iti kridapi tasya nasti. So he is actually beyond this play also, and yet he does it. Nanda bodhetum abhipshito artha. This is the meaning he wants Nanda Maharaj to know. And the other meaning he gives. Vastutastu gunan atitah sanatra maik lok madhye Krishna Ramadi avatarena svabhaktai saha kriditum ityartha. The real meaning of the verse is that he is actually beyond the gunas of Prakriti. Then why he comes here in the material world? He says there are some of his devotees also here, he comes to play with them. So that's why in Paramatma Sandarbha Jiva Goswami establishes that creation he does only for the sake of his devotees, not for others. Others also get benefited, but he deals only with devotees and not with others. Ato gunan atito api gunair jagat srijati yateva prakkalp jagat jiva swasva shubha subha karma sadhana phala siddhyartham buddhi indriyadin prapya sukhino dukhinasya bhavanti. Therefore, although he is beyond the gunas, with these gunas he creates the world so that the jivas who were from the previous kalpa, then as a result of their good and bad karma, they get body, mind, senses and act, and then they get some happiness and a lot of suffering. So buddhi indriya mana pranan jananama srijat prabhu matrartham cha bhavartham cha atmane kalpanaya cha. So why he created intelligence, senses, mind, body, etc. of living beings? So that people can experience this world and because of that take birth again. And those who are intelligent, they can become liberated. So bhukti and mukti. So enjoyment and liberation. These are the only two purposes. So most people are busy with matrartham cha bhavartham cha, trying to enjoy, and the result is suffering. And some people are working for atmane kalpanaya cha, not taking birth. So tatra tasya ko dosha. So therefore, what is his defect in it? Nothing. He has no role to play in it. It's all up to you. Tasya te priya apriyasya bhava. Nahi tasya te priya apriyaya. So therefore there is no one who is dear or not dear to him. So you will find these types of statements in Shastra, contradictory statements. One type of statement you will find that he is the supreme controller, nothing happens without his control, and no one has any freedom. right? Prakrite kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasha ahankar vimudhatma kartaham iti manyate svabhavastu pravartate. So everything is under control. And then there are statements that he has nothing to do with it. It's all your karma, your gunas, and you suffer and enjoy because of your own deeds. He has nothing to do with it. So the both have to be understood. Materialistic people, what they understand is that when they want to enjoy, they say, well, we are the doer. It happens because of me. When it doesn't happen according to your wish, then you blame God. And the other side is that I am working under His control. If something good happens, by His grace. If it is not happening, I must have made some mistake. So both sides are there. So you can have both views. So that is what he is trying to establish to Nanda Maharaj. So there are a few more statements he will make that we will read tomorrow. Any question on this? Sandeep. Bala.
Like we read in the Sandarbhas, previous Sandarbha and Bhakti Sandarbha, that Vrajavasis are so much steeped in love that even if little bit of Aishwarya comes, then still their love like that goes into the background. So how much they are accepting these statements of Uddhava and Baba and
You will see that. Just let him complete.
because if the person is so steeped in love, they cannot accept this kind of statement.
Yeah, so you will see. If they would accept, then all the grief will go away. But you will see that it does not. Okay, anything else? All right.